We have an update tonight on the move of U.S. Space Command from Colorado Springs. As we've reported, command headquarters is moving from Colorado Springs to Huntsville, Alabama. President Donald Trump made that announcement last September. Colorado Springs leaders are filing a legal brief opposing the state's lawsuit, challenging the Trump administration's decision to move U.S. Space Command out of Colorado Springs. They say whether they like the decision or not, they need to respect the administration's authority. News 5's Peter Choi was at that meeting today and explains why local leaders are pushing back.
Companies that work with U.S. Space Command here in Colorado Springs are reacting to the possible move of a Space Command to Alabama. One local tech company co-founder tells me he respects President Trump's decision and he believes the Colorado lawsuit challenging the move is a distraction from the daily operation.
Since 2018, this software company has worked with military space operations in Colorado Springs.
And we specialize in enterprise data management.
That's BlueStack CEO and co-founder Seth Harvey. He says Trump's announcement to relocate the Space Command headquarters was difficult to hear.
To think that somebody could potentially do portions of it better, I think it hurts your pride a little bit.
The state of Colorado filed a lawsuit last October challenging the decision to relocate Space Command. But on Wednesday, city and county leaders are pushing back against that lawsuit.
This amicus brief is about ensuring that the courts understand the local, economic, and national security implications of this lawsuit. Implications that were not considered.
Respect his authority and support the president as he moves forward to try and make sure that our national security becomes the top priority.
As a military contractor, Harvey says the lawsuit is distraction from the real mission.
It's about moving forward with this decision and say, in spite of all of this, the truth is Space Command's going to Alabama. We will still be responsible for executing a significant portion of this mission.
Question for Dr. Harvey. You talked about even if we move to Alabama, some of the work has to be in Colorado Springs. How's that going to work?
I think while Space Command is moving to Alabama, Space Force is still here. You know, our operations for the Space Force mission are still along the Front Range.
The Colorado Springs Chamber and Economic Development Corporation says this October, the Colorado Aerospace and Economic Council will lead a delegation to Alabama, sharing information and exploring partnership opportunities. In El Paso County, Peter Choi, News 5.
Peter, thank you. Democratic Senator Michael Bennet says he's been fighting for years to keep Space Command in Colorado Springs after President Trump tried to move it to Huntsville, Alabama during the final days of his first term. As we mentioned, President Trump announced his decision to move the unified command to Alabama back in September. The president said his decision was in part because of Colorado's mail-in voting system, which he called, quote, crooked. Bennett says Colorado has one of the finest voting systems in America.
I can't find anybody in Colorado, no matter what party they're in, that don't share that view. Obviously, Donald Trump had a different view, but it's not right for the president to take away something like Space Command for a reason like that instead of for, national security.
The Colorado congressional delegation, comprised of both Republicans and Democrats, said in a joint statement that Trump's decision would harm the state and the nation. The delegation said, quote, moving Space Command sets our space defense apparatus back years, wastes billions of taxpayer dollars, and hands the advantage to the converging threats of China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea.